The Pride Lands were alive with anticipation as the first rays of the sun broke over the horizon. Animals of all shapes and sizes gathered at the foot of Pride Rock, their eyes filled with hope and wonder. Rafiki, the wise mandrill, stood proudly at the edge of the rock, holding a golden-furred cub high above his head. This was Mufasa, the future king of the Pride Lands. His tiny paws waved in the air as the animals bowed in unison, welcoming their new leader. Unbeknownst to them, this cub would grow to embody courage, wisdom, and strength, but his path would not be without challenges. As a young cub, Mufasa was curious about the world around him. His father, Ahadi, often took him on long walks through the Pride Lands. Together they explored the savannah, the watering holes, and even the shadowy edges of the territory. Ahadi explained the balance that kept their world in harmony. Everything you see exists together in a delicate balance. As king, you must understand that while we take from the land, we must also give back. Mufasa listened intently, his wide eyes taking in every word. He watched the herds grazing peacefully and the birds soaring above, understanding for the first time the depth of his father's wisdom. Mufasa wasn't an only child. His younger brother Taka was born shortly after him. Taka, later known as Scar, was different from Mufasa in every way. While Mufasa was strong and outgoing, Taka was quiet, thoughtful, and cunning. The brothers shared many playful days, racing through the tall grass and chasing insects. But even then, small cracks in their relationship began to form. Taka often felt overshadowed by Mufasa's natural charisma. Though Mufasa tried to include his brother in everything, Taka's envy slowly grew, feeding a resentment that would only deepen with time. As they grew older, the differences between Mufasa and Taka became more pronounced. Mufasa's natural leadership earned him the admiration of the pride. Taka, however, often retreated into the shadows, his sharp mind plotting ways to prove himself. One day, after a pride meeting where Mufasa was praised for his bravery, Taka stood apart, watching from a distance. His green eyes gleamed with a mix of jealousy and determination. Mufasa noticed his brother's absence and tried to console him, but Taka's pride wouldn't allow it. The bond they shared as cubs was slipping away, replaced by a growing rivalry. Mufasa's courage was put to the test when a pack of hyenas began hunting too close to the Pride Lands. Ahadi sent Mufasa to confront them, a task that would prove his readiness for leadership. Though nervous, Mufasa approached the hyenas with confidence, his golden mane catching the light. The hyenas snarled and taunted him, but Mufasa held his ground. "Mufasa, these lands are under my protection." With a show of strength, he drove the hyenas away, earning the pride's respect. That night, the lions celebrated his bravery, and Mufasa felt for the first time the true weight of leadership. The day Mufasa became king was both joyous and somber. Ahadi had passed on, leaving behind a legacy of wisdom and courage. Mufasa climbed to the top of Pride Rock, his heart heavy with grief but determined to honor his father's memory. As the animals gathered below, Mufasa gazed out at the Pride Lands, vowing to protect and nurture them. Scar, standing in the shadows, watched with a mixture of envy and bitterness. Though the pride celebrated Mufasa's ascension, Scar's resentment simmered, setting the stage for future conflict. Mufasa found a steadfast partner in Sarabi, whose wisdom and compassion complemented his strength. Together, they ruled with fairness and love. Sarabi often reminded Mufasa to listen to the needs of every creature in their kingdom. Sarabi, a great king, listens as much as he leads. Their bond became the foundation of a thriving pride, and their shared dream was to create a world where all creatures lived in harmony. The peace of the Pride Lands was shattered when a wildebeest stampede roared through the gorge. A young cub had wandered into danger, and without hesitation, Mufasa leapt into the chaos to save him. The ground shook as the wildebeest thundered past, but Mufasa's courage never wavered. He reached the cub just in time, pulling him to safety. Though he emerged battered and bruised, Mufasa's selfless act inspired awe and admiration among the pride. In quieter times, Mufasa gathered the young cubs of the pride to share stories and wisdom. Mufasa, the circle of life, connects us all. When we understand our place, we can truly protect the world around us. His words resonated deeply, planting seeds of responsibility and hope in the next generation. Though Mufasa's time on Earth came to an end, his spirit remained a guiding force for the Pride Lands. In the stars above, his silhouette shone brightly, a reminder that true leadership is eternal. Mufasa's courage, kindness, and wisdom would forever inspire those who followed.